Hello and welcome to Anderson Community Television. I'm Carol Donahue, your host today of At Your Service, and I got one of my favorite people sitting here, packed full of information to make your summer, this summer and next summer, probably even better. I welcome to our program today Amy Meyer. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and I think today our discussion is going to be surrounding the Heritage Center.
Heritage Center.
Yes, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about that?
The Heritage Center is on 8 Mile and Forest Road. It's on the corner. It's in old farmhouses, a historic home that the township has been taking care of. We have done a numerous amount of improvements to the home itself and to the landscaping and the site around it. Inside, we have done all new painting throughout the entire home. We have reupholstered all the furniture and just some updates. We also have a grant that we have received, and we are going to be doing some outside improvements as well to the home. The porch is in a little bit of disrepair. We're going to be fixing that. We're also going to be putting in not really a full kitchen, but a little bit of where there's a countertop and some cabinetry to make better use for your caterers and the other renters for the facility. We also have moved our gazebo, so if you've been to the Heritage Center before, you might notice some changes. We moved it from the 8 Mile side of the building more towards the Era Elementary side of the building. We have put in patio pavers through the entire site where there used to be a mulch area. So it is extremely nice now, especially if it were to rain the day of your event, a couple days before your event. It's not really a factor anymore, and we're still able to use the facility and the outdoor venue part of it as well because it is beautiful outside.
Well, I've seen the pictures that our audience is seeing, and I can't believe it's the same place. I was there about 2 years ago for a surprise birthday party, and wow, and like most women, I think we love to decorate. Did you help pick out?
It was a combination, a collaboration of people. Peggy Rice, trustee, Vicki Earhart, township administrator, Mark Magna, facilities manager, myself, did a lot of the incorporating of the colors on the inside, as well as the
Well, I noticed on
pavers.
those pictures too, there's the gathering spaces downstairs, and then you can go upstairs, which would be perfect for a bridal party getting ready for the ceremony.
It is. We have a full package for brides and grooms, which includes the building for the day. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs and a restroom upstairs, so it is nice for the bridal party to get ready up there. Also a space for the groom and the groomsmen to hang out so they don't see the bride during some of the pictures if you want it that way. And then downstairs there's a big gathering room. There's a sofa and a couple wingback chairs, a real pretty fireplace, so photographs are beautiful inside. And then there's another large open area where we actually put the buffet table. So the food is kept inside, but outside for the weddings, we actually tent the patio paver area. It's a 30 by 60 area, which would hold about 160 people comfortably. And our package includes ceremony chairs, tables and chairs for your reception, the tent, all of the permits, tent draping, bistro lighting, which is very neat little tiny lights. I don't know if you've seen them at outdoor bars and stuff that strand across, just real elegant lighting, and table linens. And then you get the Heritage Center for the day. And we also provide a shuttle service due to the limited parking there. So none of your guests would have to walk. We actually shuttle them back and forth to the Era Elementary parking lot.
I see. Well, it's a wonderful facility because so often people are afraid it could rain, and sometimes you never know. So you go ahead and set up the tent, and then in case of rain, everything is just moved indoors?
No, actually, for the ceremony, you would just have to do that under the tent at that time.
I see.
The indoor house itself can only maximum hold about 50 people. So if you're having that big 160-person wedding and it does rain, at least the tent will be that backup for you. And we also do smaller events as well. We have a lot of graduation parties. It's perfect for bridal showers, baby showers, rehearsal dinners. Like I said, that maximum of 50 people. So we do rent it out all year round. It's just come to the summer months. It's really nice to be able to use the outside of that facility.
Now, is it all right to have music, a band, or do
Absolutely.
the neighbors?
Music is allowed. At 10, we kind of ask the DJ to turn it down to a nice level because there are really close neighbors there. And at 11 o'clock, the music is to be turned off at 11 o'clock.
Okay, now what is the way to go if you want to have alcohol there?
Alcohol, if you have under 50 people, so some of those smaller events, smaller birthday parties, the baby showers, anniversaries, we have an addendum to our agreement that you would sign saying that you are liable at that point for your alcohol. So you are allowed to bring it in at that point, signing that addendum, and that just puts the liability on the renter. If you have over 50 people, we do require you, just like we do here at the Anderson Center, to go through a licensed beverage caterer or a caterer that carries liquor liability insurance.
So in other words, if you have under 50 people, you don't have to have a bartender per se.
Correct.
But if it's over 50 people, you have to have someone in
Yes.
charge.
Yes, and that just helps you as the
Yes.
renter. For one, you already have a lot going on. If you have more than 50 people there, you would rather be conversating with your guest versus worrying about, is that person underage? Is that person over the legal limit? Should they be having another beverage? And then that way it's all based on that point on the provider of the alcohol and not you. So under 50, it's a little easier anyway, because you are just a rehearsal dinner, saying having a couple glasses of wine, or a birthday party, just something small. When it comes to the weddings, there tends to be a little bit more alcohol involved, so we do require you to go through the beverage caterer.
When you say, too, that you have the facility for the day, if it's, say, a wedding at 5 o'clock on a Saturday, they can get in a couple hours early? And
Yes, we allow them in the morning due to the decorating. We will set up all your tables and chairs. The tent will be set up a day or two beforehand. At the end of the night, we actually tear down all of that. We just ask that whatever you bring with you, centerpieces, your gifts, that type of thing, that you take those at the end of the night, because we usually do have another event going on that following day.
So do you have a list of floral places, buffets, caterers?
We have a preferred list of caterers. It's the same one that we use here at the Anderson Center, but just like the Anderson Center, you don't have to use that preferred list. We allow you to choose the caterer of your choice. If they're not on the list, that's fine for us as well.
And you provide the linens. Is there a choice of colors?
We have 50 colors to choose from.
Wow.
And then if you want to add on linen napkins, or if you want some sashes maybe to go on a certain amount of chairs, if you want to designate those for family members, we have those also at an additional fee.
That is wonderful. And there's so many ways you can use that. I know the holidays, too. Our families are getting larger and larger, and I feel like since 9/11, families are drawing closer
Right.
together and getting together more often. That would be a great place to
It
rent.
is, and we actually decorated it this past year with a Christmas tree, and it was real pretty inside, and we did host a couple holiday parties. And for family members, it's nice because you don't have to worry about cleaning your house before the guests and then cleaning the house after your guests leave. You can just kind of come and set everything up and do your thing and leave, and we provide the rest of the service for you.
Now, how far ahead are you booked? Are you scheduled?
We're going through 2014. I just did book a wedding for 2014, and so we are booking up fast.
Well, that is really good.
Yeah.
And so is there something that you do not want to have there? Is there something that would not be?
The larger, a lot of people have the graduation parties, and they call them open houses, and for us it's just a little bit more difficult due to the parking. So we do always ask people that are having a larger event, but we're not providing that shuttle service to them, that they ask their guests to park at the school. And we have signage that helps direct their guests to the school to park. It's less than a block away, and it's all sidewalked all the way there. So it is very convenient as well for the guests to use. But no, we don't. We've had some after funerals, business meetings, so we are very flexible on the type of event that we can have there.
And the technology is there also?
Not like here. We don't have any audiovisual equipment there. We do have a screen and a projector, but it's portable. Unlike here at the Anderson Center, where it's kind of all included in the room and in the ceiling, there it's all portable. We do have Wi-Fi there, so business meetings, would work there as well.
What sticks in your mind as an event that you found to be really interesting?
We just had our first wedding there on May 4th. We were putting sod down May 2nd. So that event was very interesting.
I
Just
bet.
in the stress factor alone, I don't think I slept for 2 weeks, praying on good weather and that everything got done. But it did, and the event went off without a hitch. And everybody that hasn't seen the facility, that might have booked it a couple of months ago or last year and are now seeing all of the updates, are just thrilled to death about the improvements that we've done there.
Well, there's an upcoming event, too, that we would like to invite everyone to attend. Why don't you tell us about that?
We are having our annual bridal show. It is August 11th from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. It is free to the public. It's free for your relatives, so whoever you want to bring. We are also having an open house that day. We will be providing a shuttle service to the Heritage Center from the Anderson Center. So that way, If you're a bride interested, we can show you both facilities on one day. We will have the Heritage Center tented and be set up just like it would for a wedding reception. So I think it's going to give brides double opportunity for spacing now in Anderson Township, where before we just had the one here. We now have two beautiful but different facilities and locations to have your event.
I remember a few years ago, the one bridal event here, there were different vendors too, photographers.
Yes, we have about 40 vendors that come from photographers, DJs, florists, caterers. There will be a limousine service that will be shuttling our guests back and forth to the Heritage Center and to here, which will be a fantastic service. So they'll get to see the limousines as well as both of our facilities. So it's very exciting.
And did you say there was a prize involved?
Yes, we actually give away a wedding reception that day. And
Wow.
if you've already booked or reserved your space here, that's okay if you win as well. We don't say, sorry, you've already booked here. We're not going to let you have that prize. We will gladly let you have that prize. And, you know, there's DJs, food to sample, and it's not just for brides. If you're having an anniversary party,
How about a 50th
holiday
wedding
party,
anniversary?
50th wedding anniversary,
Nothing personal,
you
mind
need,
you.
yeah, you need all of that, all those vendors as well. So it's a good thing to come to, not just for brides. People need to keep in mind that it can be for anything. The graduation parties, you're always needing food. A lot of times you need a DJ. That 16th birthday party, all
that's
the kids are wanting to have a DJ. So
bet.
yeah.
So you would be contacted, and somebody could leave a message, or they could email you, correct?
Yes, and then all the information's also on our website, which will be displayed below. And we are doing strolling fashion shows by Kotsovas. They did it last year. So the
Wonderful.
difference is versus going outside and taking all of the guests outside away from the vendors to do a fashion show, the brides and the models actually walk through the Anderson Center strolling with their gowns. So if you're talking to a vendor, you could just turn around and see the gown come by you versus having to stop talking to your vendor to go out and see the fashion show. So
That
it's
is
very exciting. It
wonderful.
worked really well last year, so we were doing it again, and Kotsovas will be here as well as Fulci's Formal Wear from right up at the town center.
Wonderful. That is great. So you did this last year, so
Yes.
this is not the first.
No, it's our fourth, I think.
I see. But this is the first time since it's been totally remodeled.
Right, and we're actually shuttling people to the Heritage Center. We haven't done that in the past.
That is really great. So Amy's email address will be on the screen. Her number will be on the screen here at the township. And like you said earlier, the dates are really booking up.
Yep.
If someone wanted to book something for this year yet, there are.
There's dates available, yes.
Yes.
It might not be a Saturday, but we just had a wedding on a Tuesday. And I have another bride that just asked me about a Thursday. So brides today are not your typical Saturday brides.
And there's been a lot of weddings we've attended recently that have been on Fridays.
Yes, Fridays and Sundays as well. So dates are optional. It's up to you.
That's great. Well, like we said, any questions, please contact Amy. And would you like to leave any parting words for our people today?
I just encourage everybody to go out and take a look at the Heritage Center. Our facilities are open here late until 9 p.m. every day but Sundays. Sundays we're only here till 6. But if you would like a tour of the inside of the Heritage Center, please give me a call. We do not staff that building all the time. We would make an appointment. But it is green space, so they are more than welcome to go and walk around all you want on the outside of the facility.
Now, I'm just kind of curious too, is this facility part of the Anderson Park District?
Not anymore.
Not
They were running it for the township, and now the township is actually running it and maintaining the facility as well.
Well, Amy, you are the easiest person to work with.
Well,
it's so
thank
nice
you.
to chat with. So as you can see, she will work around your schedule. She will make it happen for you. So from Anderson Community Television, from Amy Meyer, we say thank you for watching and take care, and we'll see you next time.